Cheers.
Cheers.
Amazing Race season 30. Legs of the finale.
Oh, yeah.
The finale.
11 and 12, I think, whatever it is.
The
Yeah.
finale is Gord.
Wayne.
And we're here. We're a bit late because stuff, work.
It's been a busy week or two.
Well, I had jobs. You've got jobs. So surprisingly, so it's hard to find time. So here we are about.
You know, we have to be able to pay for our free reviews.
We have to buy this beer. They don't give us this beer for free at the Urban Tavern. They give us the room and all the nice stuff and the nice decorations.
And the nice
St. Patrick's
decorations.
Day.
I think it's a great idea. Nice
Great.
glittery green.
They know
for
we're
us.
coming.
Yeah, it's all good.
So teams leave Chiang Mai, Thailand,
Heading to Hong Kong.
and to Hong Kong. I'm glad
They got to get up. What was it? Something
Victoria Park, Victoria Hill,
Victoria Point today.
Victoria Point, Victoria something.
Race from the airport all the way to this big hill. Run up the hill and
Get a
get
photo.
the picture taken overlooking the Hong Kong skyline.
Very nice.
Kind of cool
That
shot.
would have been a cool shot.
Yeah.
And then, but then Henry and Evan have to do their speed bump, which is to light 40 lanterns.
40 lanterns. I have to light the little candles, put them in the lanterns, and hang the lanterns up.
And they get there pretty quickly because Henry speaks. We talk Cantonese
I think he speaks Mandarin and they speak
in
Cantonese.
Hong Kong, but they found a cab driver, also named Henry, I think,
Yeah.
who spoke both. So that really helped.
That made it a lot easier.
A
for
lot
them.
easier.
They got quite lucky on that. It allowed them to get to where they had to be right away.
Yep.
Get through that speed bump fairly quickly.
Pretty quickly, yeah.
Yeah, so it was pretty uneventful. That
Well, it was-
particular part.
It was more of like a filler time to
Yep.
get the other ones ready, I think. It's probably to get
I think so.
fill to these things. And
Of course, after the photograph, everybody's got the clue for their next thing. Is on the back of the photo, I believe.
I believe so, yeah.
And it says to heading to the detour,
The detour.
which is hairy crab or
Crab.
grub grab.
The crab, you gotta, how many crabs? 50 of them?
50 crabs.
Wrap the 50 crabs, put a thing, wrap them a certain way. They're bitey.
During
Not
a typhoon.
bitey, but
During a
itchy.
typhoon,
During a typhoon, they make you wet too for no particular reason.
Yeah.
Because why not?
they spray you down. They have the wind blowing, and you're in your, full crappy weather
Crappy
gear.
weather gear.
Which in Edmonton is a parka.
Yeah, it's no difference for us. And then you had to, the other one,
Grub grab was you had to get, I believe it was 8 orders.
that they would say.
They would order in Cantonese.
And you had to-
And you had to go, one team member is taking the order, the other team member is back in the kitchen and has to figure out, based on all the food that's out, what the order is.
We've seen that in Amazing Race Canada. I think they did that
Yeah.
once.
Yeah.
We ordered another language, you had to figure it out. 3 teams go to the crabs. The only ones who don't are Henry and Evan.
Christy and Jen are kind of just getting into the routine of it. Not too bad. Alex and Connor, it's like the crabs are out to get them.
Well, I understand he's getting pinched and
Well, that hurts.
and that it
Yeah,
hurts.
it
And
does.
he did say, I make my living with my fingers because he drives. He's got to do all these things
so
with
you got to
the
be able to use your
shift
hand
gears
and have
and
all
stuff.
your fingers.
I get that.
Sure.
But
I think he was a little wimpy about it, though.
Gloves would have helped.
Yeah, but you didn't see the girls complaining,
Well-
and you certainly didn't see Cody complaining.
Cody never complains.
I think
He's
I think he basically just picked up the crab, went whack,
He
knocked it
probably
unconscious, tied it up,
sticks
put
a
it
bunch of them hanging from his ears or like weapon, like
Yeah.
mementos of war.
Jessica was basically, moral support for that. I don't know if she wrapped any or not, but
I think she tried to give her that much.
exactly.
And over the grub thing, Henry decides to do it, and he's sort of picking up the language. He's still struggling, but the fact that he knew part of the language did help.
And a lot of it was phonetic on that end.
Yeah, it's
so
phonetic,
Once
so-
they knew what the ending was, then they could go back.
I think
and
we
they
would.
could
I think we would do that one.
I would have done that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was, why?
And there's food. I might have, snuck a few bites.
There's always a rule. If there's a task with animals and one without, it's always best to go away from the animals because you never know what they're going to do. Even
don't
little
know what
ones
you're
like
gonna
crab.
Yeah. So Alex and Connor eventually decided that they're not going to stick around and do crab, so they headed back over to Grub Grab.
Yeah.
They got there. By the time they got there, Henry had already taken his first one. I think it was a good idea for Alex and Connor to switch because I think they'd have taken forever the crab.
I think Connor had enough of it.
Yeah, they did struggle on the Grub Grab, but
I think
they did the same thing. Once they figured out that it's the
Phonetic.
last the end, like the last word or two. If you
Yeah.
got the last word or two, it was going to match in the kitchen.
That one, that one, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just, listen to everybody's order and make
Yeah.
sure you get the right orders out.
Yep.
Pretty simple.
Yeah.
Everybody gets through the detours.
Yeah.
Quick, not a big deal.
And it's a roadblock,
Going to the roadblock.
which is, I think this is one of my favorite roadblocks ever. I would really want to do this one. There's a bunch of, it's art, and you smash things, and you got to find half the clue here and half the clue there. And that's a really good task to do near the end of the race.
It's a very physical task in some ways.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
break stuff. I mean, it probably would hurt a bit, but still.
I'd be happy to let you break stuff.
I would.
There you
That
go.
was fun.
And wasting perfectly good paint by pouring it all over it.
It's artistic, man.
Yeah, nah, it's,
Artsy.
it's trash. And that's coming from the art. All break the baseball bat, or only 3 of them?
All the 3 dudes broke the baseball bat.
Yeah.
I'm not sure which one of Christy and Jen. Was it Jen?
I think it was Christy who was doing the.
And she's struggling a bit because of the vibration.
The vibration up her arm kept hurting and everything, and she wasn't getting a really good swing in it.
But the dudes were really
The dudes
getting
were
into it.
right.
Henry seemed to be like, "Oh, this is
He
fun,"
was having a blast.
and and of course Cody's just like destroying everything.
Second nature, pretty much. It wasn't even a task for Cody.
Oh, I get the
It
break.
was more of a
All
task
right.
looking for the clue than it was crashing
Yeah,
things.
And in the Team Extreme, the ski girls, she forgot what she was supposed to do.
Yeah.
And so she
So that kind of
forgot
slowed them down a bit.
Yeah, she forgot to read the clue.
Got a little frustrated on that.
Yeah.
While they're smashing everything, of course, on the other side of the protective barrier, their teammate has a briefcase.
Oh, that's right.
Handcuffed to their wrist.
The briefcase. Yes.
So once they've got the clue, that tells them where to go.
Where to go?
To get the briefcase open.
Yep.
So everybody gets through that fairly quickly. They're all heading down. They all have to go to. I wrote that down here. Lan Kwai Fong.
Like quite fun.
Lan Kwai Fong Street or whatever area, to find a bunch of signs.
A bunch of signs
So
that relate to previous legs in
previous
text,
legs.
but they don't really say what they are.
In order
So
to get
guess.
in order to get the combination on a 3-digit
Yeah.
briefcase. Now I hate to point this out, but a 3-digit combination takes about 3.5 minutes to break.
You're not supposed to break it though.
It's just no, just 1 1 1 1 1 1 2 1 1 3 1 1 4, and bang, it opens. It takes you the combination. Actually, I think it's
You got like 1,000.
6 minutes
You got like
to do
1,000.
that. Yeah, it takes almost 6 minutes to do that.
Okay. Well, some teams
That
went.
would have been faster than running up and down the street.
Some teams got 2 and said, "Well, let's just
Yeah,
see what we can figure out."
yeah. So they had to find a red bull on a yellow background.
Well, they didn't know what they had to find.
They didn't.
No.
They didn't know what they were looking for, but that's what they were. Eventually, they found the red bull,
Washington
a
Park.
Fez, and Washington.
Washington Park.
Yeah.
So I think it was the numbers were 1, 5, 3, and they had varied combinations.
Yeah.
of them.
So each briefcase had a different combination,
And-
different order of those numbers.
And teams struggled because they didn't know which one is. They sort of worked together for a bit, then they didn't, and the first people to get it were Henry and Evan.
Henry and Evan got through it, and they even told Alex and Connor that they had to go back up the street.
Well,
the sign was back up the street.
Henry told them, and
Evan was
probably in
very
the was,
upset. She was like,
What
"What
are you
the hell
doing?
is wrong with you?"
"What are you doing?" And that's true. What are you doing? You don't
Of course,
really help teams like that.
when you're right at the end,
At
you
the end.
can't be that helpful.
No, you can't.
Because you don't know if there's something else coming up.
No.
Right. So Alice and Connor start heading back up, but they're not really sure. They think they're just trying to, send them off on a beaten track somewhere. And
Yeah, it did throw them off.
Henry was trying to be helpful. Because,
They
they did try.
And they did
but
say, Henry, it will
You
be
just don't
helpful,
listen.
but he goes, Evan wouldn't help us. So they were confused whether
Yeah.
Evan was telling Henry to do this or not.
You're being nice to us, but you're being mean. I'm confused.
Well, I get what Evan says. I would not help.
I do. I wouldn't.
I just run out and say, have a good luck, see you at the pit stop. Henry and Evan make it first, which was pretty good. They went
Yeah.
from last to first.
Yeah, they did really well. Then
Cody and Jessica, and Christy and
Christy and
Jen, and then
And then coming in.
Phil comes in
Yeah.
to the street, and Connor looks at him, and I knew he said something else besides shoot. He probably
Yeah.
swore worse.
Yeah.
Because once Phil comes and finds you, you're
It's like you're pretty much finished. all the teams have checked in. You're the last team to arrive
Filminators coming to you, and you're
have a nice day. You
So-
have been lapped.
Alex O'Connor. They did very well. But they got eliminated. A bit disappointed, but it's still
They were a good team.
They're a good
They were
team. I
to
liked
watch.
it.
They were
good team to
I
watch.
enjoyed watching them.
I think they did quite well. They just got a little frustrated at the end.
They
As
did.
happens, and then
So of course,
So they're gone.
the 3 teams that move on all get to fly back in first class. Nice and
was it
hampered.
first class or business?
Business class.
Yeah, whatever.
They had their
It's
own separate little space,
some sort of
a
class.
lounger.
Some sort of class we never get into.
From Hong Kong to San Diego, never gonna happen.
Well, you could let us in there, anybody. But
Could happen. Yeah, no, that'll be the year that they can't afford that. We'll be
Yeah.
steerage in the back.
hanging onto a strap. Shh, all the chickens running around.
Flying to San Francisco.
Yeah.
So last
Which is the
leg.
destination city, the final destination, San
Yeah.
Francisco.